Let's go back to Russia as the BRICS 2024 summit is set to begin shortly. We are joined with our special envoy, Yunus Soner, who has more details from the ground.
Good afternoon from the Russian city of Kazan in the western part, in the centric part of Russia, a city that is the symbol of East and West meeting because there are different cultures, religions here. But now, from today on, this city is a symbol of the global South because the BRICS Summit is starting. The leaders have started arriving today. They were met by the Russian authorities and they have already started having bilateral meetings. I don't know if you can see it in the background. Here we see the Chinese President Xi Jinping right now having a bilateral meeting with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. This is the day of bilateral meetings between the leaders. 36 countries will attend the summit. 22 of them will be represented at the level of head of government, head of state, so a huge representation, and they will discuss several issues. They have already started discussing these issues. One of them is the expansion, the enlargement of BRICS. There is a new model in discussion, that is the partner country status. The Russian presidential aide, Yuri Ushakov, has announced that model actually is, as in this discussion, that model would mean that the around 30 countries that want to join the alliance would be able to get a kind of partner status that is not full membership, but already included into the alliance. Ushakov said that 15 countries are candidates for that status. Also, a lot of discussion about economic relations, economic cooperation, basically about how to create an alternative global financial system, how to arrange cross-border payments without having to use the US dollar. Networking of commercial banks and central banks is in discussion. Blockchain induced cryptocurrencies are discussed here, but also establishing for commodities BRICS-owned trade platforms, which would also liberate the alliance from Western domination, as for instance grain or oil products could be traded and their prices determined on these trade platforms in BRICS countries. That would be a liberation from Western domination, because right now this is happening in trade in exchange places in London or New York. So there's a lot of discussion going on. Tomorrow the summit will take up pace. Tonight we expect there will be a welcome meeting of the leaders, a short one, and then they will have an informal dinner. And tomorrow the sessions will start. There will be 2 sessions tomorrow between the leaders, and the third day they will come together in the so-called BRICS Plus format with all the countries that would like to join the alliance. Remember, this summit takes place in parallel to another summit in Washington, D.C., where the representatives of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank are meeting. They are celebrating the 18th anniversary of the Bretton Woods Agreement, which was a step to establish the US dollar hegemony. But here, right now, this system is getting a huge competition. There is an alternative being discussed here to that system established back in 1944. All the people that we spoke to here, experts and delegation members, said this is a long process. One has to be patient. They are optimistic, but they are also careful. This is a not easy task to establish such an alternative financial system, but it is an urgent need, as several countries are facing the threat or the damage of being attacked by sanctions. So this is the Russian presidency that is pursuing this, but we hear and read that the Chinese part also supports this. So next year, Russia will take over the presidency of the new development bank, while Brazil will take over the presidency of BRICS, and this tandem may then pursue further this process of de-dollarization.
Thank you, Yunus, for the updating information from the ground. That was our special envoy live in Kazan with all the details that is happening in this BRICS Summit.